What's up, Interweb? RhyQuinn here, and welcome to my very first OBL post-commentated match. Now, for those of you that watch other series on my channel, you would have seen from RhyQuinn Rambles number 2 that I wasn't planning to upload any of these league matches that I'm in. This is just a very casual league that I've joined called the OBL, which I've now learned, by the way, that it stands for the Official Battling League. I wasn't planning on uploading any of this. It was just going to be a Twitter-only kind of thing. And it was just going to be me tweeting out my team analysis and then like an hour later tweeting out the replay and letting people watch it if they wanted to. It's just going to be a very casual thing, so I didn't have any obligations to try and upload it or anything like that. But I kind of changed my mind that I want to do uploads now, so I'm just going to post-commentate the match. There's not going to be any team analysis or anything like that. It's just going to be, it's all going to be bundled into one video, which is going to be this one right here. So this is going to be my week 1 match against the Pallet Town Charizards. My draft that I ended up with, I'm going to be having through the season of this OBL draft, which I'll throw on the screen right now, is Mega Latios, Heatran, Azumarill, Azelf, Donphan, Conkeldurr, Braviary, Meloetta, Drapion, Gigalith, Rotom-Frost, and Gogoat. I got a little bit memey towards the end there, but it's a cool team. I'm very happy with it. It was using the UCL draft system, so it went the 3 OU picks, 3 UU, 3 RU, 3 NU, and PU. So that's the picks I ended up with. I was pretty happy with it. Mega Latios, Heatran, Azumarill is a pretty cool Dragon Fairy Steel Core. I love using Azelf. I think it's amazing. Donphan is cool people, and I've wanted to use it for ages. Same with Conkeldurr. Braviary is very cool. Meloetta I love using. Drapion is cool people. I wanted regular Aggron, but because of the UCL draft system, someone drafted Mega Aggron, which meant I couldn't get regular Aggron, so I went with Gigalith because reasons. Rotom-Frost I wanted to get because I wanted to see if it is as bad as everyone says it is, or, you know, if it's not. Go-Go is a mon that I have wanted to draft forever, and I figured now was a good time, especially because I got sniped out of Tangrowth, so as a replacement to Tangrowth, I got Go-Go instead. Anyway, so that's my team, and my opponent, the Pallet Town Charizards for week 1 of this OBL. Their team that I'll throw on the screen right now has Talonflame, Mega Venusaur, Volcarona, Alakazam, Celebi, Chandelure, Ambipom, Cofagrigus, Trevenant, Tauros, Charizard, and Torterra. So, if I'm being brutally honest about this this draft, not the best draft I've ever seen. It has 4 Fire types, 4 Grass types, and a lot of redundancy. When you have Talonflame and Volcarona, and then you also have Celebi and Trevenant, and then you also have Trevenant and Cofagrigus as like dual Ghost types and all, and Chandelure, drafted like lots of the same stuff. Alakazam and Celebi back to back. Lots of grass types, lots of fire types, 3 ghost types, and his only hazard removal is regular Charizard. So, yeah, there's that. When you have Pokemon like Talonflame and Volcarona on your squad and you already hazard removal is Charizard, it's not looking too good for you. But bearing that in mind, I'm not underestimating him as a battler. Bearing in mind a lot of these people in the OBL, and this is the very first league they've been a part of, so I'm not judging their battling ability based off their draft ability, because those might be 2 vastly different things, so I'm not underestimating them in the slightest. So let's take a quick look at the team I'm bringing, and then let's get right into the match. First things first, I'm bringing a Shuckerberry Heatran with Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Lava Plume, and Roar. This guy is max HP, 68 in defense, and 160 in special defense with a bashful nature, because I wanted all my stats. I've got 32 in speed to outspeed an uninvested Mega Venusaur, or a Chandelure, and I wanted my HP, so I wanted that speed for speed creeping, so I didn't want to lower my speed. I've got my HP and defense and special defense to take as many physical and special hits as I can. Specifically, I wanted to stop the Volcarona and the Talonflame, because that's a very good stop to both of them. I wanted my attack for the Stone Edge, and I wanted my special attack for the Lava Plume, so I didn't want to lower any of my stats, so I've gone with a bashful nature. And I've got rocks, because like I said, multiple rock weaknesses, and only hazard removal being regular Charizard. Stone Edge to stop the Talonflame and the Volcarona. Lava Plume to burn things, lots of grass types as I said. Roar to try and face things out, especially that Volcarona if it's looking kind of scary. Shuckerberry just in case his HP ground Volcarona. Next I am bringing a Choice Scarf Braviary with Brave Bird, Aerial Ace, Return, and Shadow Claw, max attack, max speed Jolly, enough speed to speed type with a Scarf Chandelure, and he has no flying resist on his entire squad, so that's kind of fun. So if I don't want the recoil of Brave Bird, I can click Aerial Ace. Return is a bit of nice normal spam, even though there's a lot of ghost types and Shadow Claw. It's just in case for mons like Cofagrigus, because I wouldn't be able to knock it out with 1 Brave Bird, and maybe take a lot of recoil, especially if it goes for like a Will-O-Wisp, something like that. Maybe I can go for a Shadow Claw and get a nice bit of damage on that. Anyway, Next we have Mega Latios, and Mega Latios is max HP 144 in defense and 116 in speed with a bold nature, with Calm Mind, Dragon Pulse, Roost, and Substitute. Sub Calm Mind Mega Latios because they have no Dragon Resist on their entire squad, so there's no reason to have a Psychic move on there. I've just got Mono Attack in Dragon Pulse, Sub Calm Mind, physically defensive, it's enough speed to outspeed a max speed Chandelure. I think I'm right with that. I might be wrong. I think a max speed Chandelure, I think is what I outspeed with this Mega Latios. Then the rest just run into physical defense. Then we have Drapion holding Black Sludge with Night Slash, Sub Swords Dance, and Agility. I've got Sub Swords Dance, Agility, Night Slash because they have no Dark Resist on their squad either. So no Flying Resist, no Dragon Resist, no Dark Resist, and I have Braviary, Mega Latios, and Drapion. So, you know, there's that. My EVs, I forget what my EVs are, but it's enough speed to outspeed the next fastest thing, that being max speed base 80s again, so Chandelure, Mega Venusaur. Enough speed to outspeed max speed, one of those. Max attack, and the rest run into HP. And then we have Meloetta with leftovers, with max HP 168 defense and 92 special defense. Bold Nature with Heal Bell, Toxic, Psychic, U-Turn, bit of a cleric, just there to get some initiative with U-Turn, get some nice damage off with Psychic. I'm specifically thinking of the Mega Venusaur right now, and just to try and heal things up if things get burnt. For example, my my Braviary or my Drapion, or if something gets frozen or put to sleep or whatever. That's what a cleric does. So that's Meloetta, just there to generally bulky on both sides. And then we have Assault Vest Donphan, 248 HP, 96 defense, 112 special defense, and 52 in speed with a careful nature. Earthquake, Stone Edge, Ice Shard, and Knockoff. This guy is here to take, what was that investment for? I think it was a Giga Drain from a Celebi. From a max special attack modest Celebi, I can take a Giga Drain, no problem. And then I can respond with a big old powerful Knockoff, which is nice. And I have 52 in speed to outspeed an uninvested Trevenant? Uninvested Trevenant and Torterra, because they're both base 56, I think that's right. Yeah, so that's what my speed investment is for. So that's my team, very offensive stuff with Braviary, Mega Latios, and Drapion, but like I said, no resistances to any of their stabs, so why the hell not, right? So without any further ado, let's get right into this match and let's see how this goes. So, I am going to lead with my Meloetta, because I felt like it was a generally good thing to do against most of his team, as he's going to lead with Alakazam. I know I can take any one hit, and I can go for a U-turn, get a slow U-turn out. He decides to go for a Calm Mind first turn, we get big damage off with U-turn, break the sash, and now I can go into my Scarf Braviary and just knock him out with a Brave Bird. Does not matter what he wants to do, he gets burned by the Flame Orb, and I'm like, this is probably Psycho Shift. That's a cool set, but it doesn't matter because he's dead. So Alakazam goes down to my Scarf Brave Bird. Now, he opts to bring in the Talonflame. I'm like, I don't really want to take a Brave Bird, and I have a very perfect switch into this in my Heatran. And he is actually going to pull a double out into his Tauros. So I'm like, okay, that's a solid play. He reveals the Intimidate. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Maybe he has Earthquake. I'll switch out the Scout for it. As I go into my Latios, and he goes for a Workup. I'm like, wait, what? What? So I'm just going to Mega Up, and I'm going to fire off a Dragon Pulse. And we can see this Tauros does not have a lot of speed investment, because I outspeed it, and I only have 116 in speed. As he reveals the Headbutt, I'm like, wait, what? You can't flinch me if I'm faster. I'm very confused. I'm just going to fire off another Dragon Pulse because I have no reason not to. Like I said, you know, whole team, no Dragon Resist. In comes Cofagrigus. I'm expecting the Shadow Ball. Go back out into Meloetta as he does go for the Shadow Ball. Like, perfect. Now I'm going to Toxic this Cofagrigus, as he's also going to go for a Toxic, and he's going to miss. Bit unfortunate, really, for him, but it didn't really matter at the end of the day. Now, I'm going to pull a switch out, and I'm going to go into my Drapion, expecting another Toxic. I'm feeling this is a good time to try and set up. So, now I'm expecting a Will-O-Wisp, so I'm going to go for a Substitute, as he's in fact going to go for a Pain Split. I'm like, even better. That's fine. Fine, and now Drapion's looking pretty scary. He's going to die to Toxic next turn, so I'm going to go for an Agility. Still behind a Substitute, as he's going to go for a Shadow Ball and attempt to break the sub, and it doesn't. It does not break my Substitute. So now I'm looking pretty good. I'm at +2 speed. He dies to the Toxic, and now he's going to bring in the Ambipom to try and break my sub with a Fake Out, and I'm going to take this opportunity to get up a Swords Dance. So in comes the Fake Out to break the sub. Swords Dance gets up to +2. I'm at +2/+2. Now I'm just going to fire off Night Slashes. I know he gets no other priority, and I'm just going to go for a Night Slash, and he's sashed. I'm like, okay, fine. What's he going to do to me here? He just goes for a Power-Up Punch. We chew that like it's absolutely nothing, because it's a Power-Up Punch. And now I can just knock him out with another Night Slash, because I outspeed him, no priority, all that jazz. Night Slash knocks out the Ambipom. Now he's going to opt to bring in the Celebi, and I'm just like, Celebi? I can just Night Slash and knock you out. What? But he lives it on 4%. And I ran a Calc afterwards. He's going to get off a big Earth Power. Now I'm in range from Talon Birds. Talon Burst, Talon Flames, Brave Bird. There we go, English. He's going to preserve the Celebi and go out to Tauros. I ran a calc afterwards, and that looked like I got an absolute min roll on a max HP Celebi. I had an 81% chance to kill that Celebi, and he lived it on a min roll from the looks of things. But regardless, in comes a Talonflame, and I want to preserve the 6-0 right now, so I'm going to go out into Heatran, as I know he can do nothing to me. I don't care if he Swords Dances up my face, like he just does. He just goes for a Brave Bird, I chew it, 39%, don't even care. I'm just going to go for a Stone Edge, and I knock out this Talonflame, no problem, and now all he's got left is a Celebi, and I know he's going to bring it in and go for an Earth Power, so I'm just going to switch out into my Braviary, which will be immune to the Earth Power, and then I can just knock it out with a Scarf Brave Bird, and that is going to be the game, and that is exactly what happens. Goes for the Earth Power, gets some Lefty's Recovery back, and Scarf Braviary comes in, Brave Bird, bye-bye Celebi, and that is the game. And in week 1 of the OBL, we get ourselves a 6-0 victory. I was pretty happy about that one, not gonna lie. A lot of things went the way I wanted to. Drapion set up, got a lot of kills. Meloetta did some things. Braviary did some things. I was looking pretty good in that one. I'm a bit annoyed that the min roll came through on the Celebi, because if I'd have just knocked that out right then Talonflame would have come in. He would not have been able to knock me out in one hit, and I would have had to get off a big Night Slash against him, potentially knock that guy out as well. And Drapion would have just been able to sweep, which would have been cool. Would have been cool to see a Drapion sweep. But regardless, we still get a 6-0 victory. I'm still very happy with that. The only ones to get kills in this game were my RU Pokemon. Drapion got 3, Braviary got 2, and Meloetta got 1. So my RU picks from my draft, the only ones that get kills in this game, in a game with a Subcarmine Megalatios, the RU picks are the ones to get the kills. Anyway, that is week 1 of the OBL. 6-0 victory. Good way to start the season. We're up at the top of the table after week 1. And next week we're going to be playing the Watford War Turtles. If any of my opponents, not all of my opponents have YouTube channels and stuff like that, a lot of these guys were just taken off Showdown. If they have YouTube channels, I'll link them down below in the description. If they don't, then, you know, obviously I won't. But yeah, that is going to be it for week 1 of the OBL. Hope you've enjoyed, and tune in next time for week 2 of the OBL, when we'll be taking on the Watford War Turtles. We have a pretty scary team. So, hopefully, I'll see you guys then. Doodle-oo.